Hey guys, welcome back to my channel DMO TV. Welcome to a new video, guys. Today I got another video based on bait. I like to do a lot of catfishing, and 3 years ago I made a video about the best catfish dough recipe that I have. If you guys haven't watched that video, I'm gonna leave a link in the description, or maybe I'll put a link somewhere over here. Check it out. But this one is more about scent. Okay, so we're gonna be using chicken liver to create our homemade scent to make our bait a little more attractive to the catfish. Okay, so I've been doing this. I do this every now and then. I create my own scent. Of course, there's a lot of scents out in the market that you can buy if you want to spend your money on that. But this recipe that I'm going to show you today is a homemade recipe. It works really well and doesn't smell funny, and you can make it and you can tweak it, experiment with it and see what works best for you. So I'm going to show you how I do it, okay? And I'm going to show you the step-by-step recipe on how to make this homemade scent for catfishing. So let's get this video started. All right guys, before we get deeper into the video and we get to the actual recipe and how I do it, first we gotta talk about a couple things. When you're trying to catch catfish, you need to consider the scent of your bait, okay? That's important. That's why you have so many baits in the market that are sting baits or garlic baits and stuff like that, because catfish is a bottom feeder and it can smell the bait before it can see it. Okay, so you want to have something that has a big scent that will spread to the water, if that makes sense, so that more fish can sense it and get closer to your bait. Especially if you're bank fishing. If you don't have a boat and you're fishing from the bank, you want to be able to attract fish to your bait. Okay, that's when the smell of your bait is really important. So with that said, let's get into the recipe. I'll show you up close what I'm gonna do. Alright guys, so for this recipe you're gonna need a good old blender. This is the blender I'm gonna be using today. You can use, an old blender or even the blender you use. It's not gonna be nothing nasty on it. But make sure you ask your wife or your girlfriend if that's okay. Because you're gonna put raw chicken liver on it, so something to keep in mind. The second thing that you're gonna need is these little bottles right here. These are 99 cents at Walmart. Just bought them. Okay, this is what we're gonna be putting our scent at the end. It has like a needle, like a small top, like it's kind of like the things that you use to put ketchup on restaurants, or cheap restaurants, and then you can squirt your scent off of it. That way you don't have to touch it when it's done. And I'll be showing you how to use it towards the end of the video, so stick around so I'll show you how I actually use it when I actually fishing situation. Okay, so the first step we're gonna do is we're gonna get our chicken liver, and we're gonna put the chicken liver straight into the blender. Alright guys, this is the chicken liver that I bought. They have there's a butcher shop over here, this local, that sells the chicken liver just like this. Okay, that actually was I paid $5 for it. So it's very inexpensive. If you buy more, obviously they will give you a deal or whatever. Or you can just get it from Walmart. They have little containers that like about this size of chicken liver. Okay, this should be more than enough that what we're gonna do today. I'm probably gonna use half for one of the bottles, because one of the bottles is gonna be different. But I'll explain you more when we get deeper into the video. Okay, so first step, we're gonna take our chicken liver. I'm gonna take half of this chicken liver and put it on the blender. Alright guys, I got the chicken liver here. We're gonna put half of this container into the blender. As you guys see, I left this thawed out completely. They're not frozen anymore, so they're soft. And there's a lot of liquid on the tray. I wanna keep that liquid. Actually, I wanna put that in there the best I can. First, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the chicken liver. I'm using my hands, guys. Just chicken liver. It's not really bad, to be honest with you. Some people think it's nasty or whatever, but it's just like handling any other, protein. And you can just use your hands and stuff. Try not to make a mess. That's always a good thing. Just keep it clean and not make a big mess. that you have to clean. You know, the more cleaner process you're gonna have if you make a big mess like I am doing over here. I'm gonna have to clean all that. But yeah, let's go ahead and put half of the tray in there. I think that should be enough right there. Okay. Next thing we're gonna be adding is gonna be this Jello. This is actually gonna help giving it a little bit of color. Okay, and it's a little sweet as well, so it's gonna help with the color of the bait. Okay, so when the fish actually find the bait, you'll be able to see it better. Okay, this is the small package Jello. This is lime flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and put the whole package in there. Okay. The next ingredient we're gonna be adding is gonna be garlic salt. Okay, this one is gonna be one of the scents that we're gonna be making today. We have two different bottles here. I bought two different ones because I want to make two different scents. One with garlic and one without garlic. I'm gonna be using the strawberry Jello, which is red, for the one that doesn't have any garlic in it, and I'm gonna be using the green, as you guys know. I put it in here for the one that got the garlic on it. Okay, so let's add some of this garlic salt on it. This stuff smells strong, guys, so we don't want to put too much. No, just enough. Okay. Alright guys, don't forget to put the lid on before you start it. That's gonna make a huge mess, so you don't want to do that. So we're gonna put it in the highest setting, and we're gonna hit it on the highest settings. Alright, the whole point is that you want to liquefy the chicken liver. You don't want to have it too thick. It looks pretty liquid to me right now. Now, honestly, I was expecting for the yellow to make it look a little more green, but apparently it didn't, and so it didn't make that much difference. Other thing that you can use is food coloring, just no flavor food coloring, if you want to make it look different color or whatever. But if it's too thick, if you liquefy it and then the chicken liver is still too thick, you want to add a little bit of water, but don't add too much water because it's going to be too liquid and it's not going to stick to your bait. Okay, so for this recipe right here, this one's pretty much done. Okay, the next step is just put it on your container, you know, and you can put it on the fridge. Mind you, remember to label your container, because you don't want nobody to get confused thinking it's some new dressing you have there and put it on a sandwich or the food, and then have a really unpleasant surprise. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the container. Alright guys, so the first one's done. This is the chicken liver with the garlic scent. You can label it, use a Sharpie, label it so you remember what it is. Make sure your bottle is completely sealed. Now you can carry these to your fishing spot, and you can just square some of this scent of the chicken liver into any bait you're using. If you're using cut bait, if you're using some bait that you bought at the store, you can always increase your catches by using a scent. And this is really good scent that you can make at home for no money and improve your chances of catching a fish. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start with the second one. That's gonna be slightly different. I'm gonna show you guys what are the difference between this one and the other one we're gonna do. On the second one, we're gonna be experimenting with a lot of different things, and we're gonna be adding a lot more things to try to see if that's gonna be better, or if just the good old chicken liver with the garlic powder will be better. But this one I have used before, and I'm telling you, it helps me catch more fish, especially when I'm using cut bait. If I'm using a piece of bluegill on my hook, and then I put some of these on the bluegill, that helps me a lot to catch more fish, because the fish can find my bait easy because of the scent of the chicken liver. For the second recipe, we're gonna be using the same chicken liver, but I'm gonna be using all the juice. Okay, so I'm using all the juice from the chicken liver. All right, next I'm gonna be adding my Jello. This is strawberry flavor. Not sure if the flavor of the Jello matters, to be honest with you. Some people swear by it, some people don't. But we're gonna be using strawberry today. Okay. Now we're also gonna be using a little bit of all-purpose flour. Now, if you guys know, this is to make it a little thicker. So I'm using all-purpose flour, just a little bit, so it's not too liquidy. Since we're gonna be adding more things in here. Okay, that should be enough. Next thing we're gonna be using is gonna be corn, but we're not gonna be actually using the corn. All we need is the corn juice. Okay, I mean, we're gonna put a little bit of corn in there, but not too much. We're gonna be using just a little bit of the juice. Like I said, maybe you can add a little bit of corn. You really don't have to, man, because that juice, it should be good. So, all right, guys, and this is the secret ingredient. Okay, this is a bunch of minnows I bought when I went fishing one time. I didn't end up using all of them, and then I put them on the freezer. Okay, so I ended up with a bunch of minnows frozen. They are too small for catfishing. Okay, but the scent of the fish should be really good if we put them in here and blend them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop these in there. Okay, now put a lid back on, and here we go. Alright, guys, see, now that I did the strawberry one with all the extra ingredients, you can see a difference on color. Okay, that way you know this is the one with the garlic and chicken liver only, and that's the one that got the corn juice, and it got the minnows, and it got the flour in it. Okay, so we're gonna definitely give it a try and see which one works best. But like I said, I'm gonna be showing you how to use this at the end of the video. We're gonna be actually applying it to one of our baits and casting it out and see, you know, try to catch a fish with it. Now let me go ahead and pour this into our second little bottle right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it. I'm gonna do it over the sink because I don't want to make a mess more than I already have. Alright, guys, this is the finished product. So we got the green one, more like a brown actually. It's just chicken liver, a little bit of garlic powder. You know, use your blender and you get this. And then this one is the one that's like more elaborate. I would say elaborate, but it's really not. It's just chicken liver, the yellow, strawberry yellow. I use the different colors. I mean, I use the different yellow flavors just to keep the different colors, and then that way I know when I'm using them. I know this one is just the garlic. And now this one, you know, has the minnows. Of course, if you guys got a bunch of bait that's sitting on your freezer from last year, maybe you have a couple bluegills that you were supposed to use for bait but you didn't use it. Maybe you went catfishing and bought some chicken liver just sitting there. You can use that stuff, guys, and you can make a scent. Okay, and next time you go out there and catch some bait, cut it into little pieces, and then use these to refresh it every time you throw it out there, you know, and it will definitely help you catch more fish because the scent will spread out more and it's gonna bring more fish, especially if you're bank fishing, guys. Alright, guys, here we go. Now we're gonna use her. So we got a bluegill right here. Okay, like I was saying, got a bluegill here. And I'm gonna be using the bait enhancer. So I'm gonna use this one first. Okay, so put it right there.
around the cavity. Just like that, guys. Alright, should we close this? There we go. See that? That is a juicy bait right there. Okay guys, if you learned anything in this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I will greatly appreciate that, guys. You know, I made these videos because I enjoy it, guys. I enjoy going fishing. I enjoy everything you see me doing in the videos. I enjoy doing it, and I actually enjoy recording it and editing and doing all that stuff. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it because I want to be famous or anything like that, guys. I just do it because I enjoy it, and I want to teach whatever little I know to you guys. If that helps you to catch one more fish or a bigger fish, that's what I do it for, guys. That's what makes me happy. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. I appreciate that, and I'll see you guys for the next video.